There we go. Let's see if we can get no, background. Okay, that's probably. Oh, there we go. Let's see here if that's. Yeah. So, the noise is making a little noise. Oh, this is one of the things that I've been I've got this thing, and apparently that's one of the new USB things. It says it does 100 watts, but still have some problems in regards of getting anything to actually get the 100 watts out. Well, it has succeeded before, but I have some problems with it, so I thought it was the cables. Maybe it's just the Anchor power bank nonsense and all that. But anyway, so this one, it's a little broke because I didn't know how to actually, and I didn't read the manual before I actually, maybe I can actually, there we go. So this is a USB cable, which is actually interesting. It actually works pretty good. I have another USB cable. This is a little lighter, although it's USB-A, so I don't know how they set 66 or 100 watts when it's USB-A. Besides that, if you just need USB-A and all that, it feels very, it feels lightweight and it feels pretty good, sturdy and all that, but 66 and 100 watts seems to be false advertising because you don't have USB-C, so that's 1 star for that, or 0 stars for false advertising. You should be able to do around 3 amps with this. Can we test that? We might be able to test that. Let's see here. Do I have thinking? No, I don't think I have, sadly. Let's see here. No. I don't have an opposite from USB-A to. I have from USB-C to USB-A. I don't think I have the other way around, sadly. So I can't test it. This can do 3 amps. And you can test things and all that, and I could just, of course, have just plugged it on, but that's seemingly. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, that's not going to work. Sadly. Well, it's just two of the wrong things. And homosexuality doesn't work, so. As it is, it's not designed for that, so that's kind of, I guess I can't test it if it actually can run 3 amps, but in any case, the quality as far as I can see seems to be, and it's very lightweight, so you just, the only problem is that, let's take the other one that doesn't go out. The only problem, in regards to the video thing, maybe that's one of the things that it actually, maybe one can actually turn that down on the, because it still has like this thing. Maybe I can turn it down. More camera control things, and maybe that could actually help in regards of, maybe I could do something that made, video settings and like, there we go. Let's try that. See if that actually works. Maybe it does. Photo settings, that doesn't really matter. But anyway, let's see. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure it actually does anything in regards to the image, but who knows? Maybe it actually does. Maybe I can actually just, totally go down in lower resolutions and then it just does, that would be wonderful if it actually worked. Let's try to get even lower, Maybe it would work. Maybe. Let's just go to like this. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not. Of course, I want a full screen, but it seems to actually do something in regards to that. So that's nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's try that. Well, it keeps the full screen at least, so that's nice. So. Maybe this will actually help for it not to get hot when I'm recording. I don't know. But it does seem to do pretty much a full, well, maybe not a total full screen, but who knows? We'll see. Maybe that's the thing. But anyway, It gets to 120 centimeters, which is what I want. Usually this is the perfect length of a USB cable in my mind. 120 centimeters is the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. Any longer than 120, let's just take off the fan. There we go. No, that was not the fan. Maybe this one. Okay. Yeah, we'll just play with some Lego here. Okay, and maybe I can take that off. Oh, it actually get pretty hot. I have this thing on. It's just a homemade fan, whatever. I have another fan that I'm looking into getting working. Yeah, but anyway, and then probably just throwing out the other one. It's still making noise. No, that's not going to work. It's not in. But anyway, I was looking for 100 watts. Cables. Now this is broke. It still works, but it's not as it should. The thing is, when you do it like this, it still has this little flingy thing here. It was somewhat worse, but I fixed it somewhat. There's a screw, and you can take the lid here off, and there's a screw. But even screwing it out, I didn't seem to be able to open it. But maybe I should have used a little more violence or whatever. But I don't want to break it either. But it's still working, And the idea is that you can make the length that you want, like this, for example. I'm not, so if you want a little longer, well, there we go. Let's see here. It's a little hard. You need to find these places in it. And there we go. And then it locks, and the maximum is 120 meters or something of that nature. Now, this would be, let's see here. Let's take this one. This would be around a meter, so you have 1 meter and 20 centimeters. That fits pretty good, So if you want to ever have like a meter, you just take something, you pull it out, and you fix whatever, there, that's the meter, So you just take something and you just check this is a meter, and you just, put a finger on that place. And in the future, what a meter is. You have something that's, it's not a, but it's you say 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters, 6 meters, and so forward. It's not totally, but it's a thing. It's a worker. Anyway, so as you can see, there's a little snippet out here, and usually that would actually do like this, and it actually would be like this. And you can, you can still do that, right? It's still, and then you just pull. So it's not a huge thing, but I did damage it in the beginning because I thought, I pulled, instead of pulling both sides, I pulled one side and didn't heed the warning. I didn't see the warning. So a little too stupid. In any case, this actually had the warning on the back side. So at the moment you took it, you saw, oh, there's a warning. On the other one, if the warning was on, one of these, and I was like, it didn't look on, give me a break, But on this one, when I, oh, there's a warning. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, yeah. And the same principle, 120 centimeters totally in this one. And it's just so smooth. It's incredible how good it works, And it feels very lightweight, and it's very packable, although I'm not sure why these are so long, but I don't know. These are flicking around, I don't know why they would have actually not made maybe a little short or something like that. But besides that, it's still better than a cable. You just, fix it down, and then you have this little thing instead of a cable, all around. So but this is USB-A. So that wasn't what I was looking for. But hey, whatever. If but I haven't further tested. Well, in regards to testing, it does seem to be a little worse than this one. Although this feels a little more sturdy and heavier, a lot heavier actually. So I actually like this one better in regards to design, but this one absolutely seems to do better. Of course, it is also 100 watts, made for 100 watts and it's USB-C, so it's kind of where this is USB-A, and it seems to be false advertising in regards of doing 66 and 100 watts. How is this going ever to do? Well, I would need at least a cable for USB-C, and I'm not even sure that would work. So I don't know how that works out, you know. And usually it's better to go the other way around from USB-C to USB-A. So you have like this little snippet here, right? USB-A, you put it on, and there you go. Because, you know, if you want to have full speed, you don't want to go from USB-A to USB-C. You want to go from USB-C to USB-A. But there's difference with the USB-A and USB-C. Some of the things doesn't work with USB-C. You need to use USB-A to have it working. It's just kind of annoying. So the thing is that you can do, if you have a power bank, just always have a USB-A and a USB-C in the power bank, as you can see here. And then you can fix one of these, which you can put in the USB-A, and then you have another USB-C, but this USB-C is different than the others. So if you only have a USB cable for something, and this is the USB-AC thing, you know, whereas this one is just USB-C. And the problem with these USB-Cs is that, you know, a good amount of time they just don't work because they don't put energy out, apparently. Whereas the USB-A apparently puts energy out always. There's apparently something in regard to that. So this is the way to get around that. Just very annoying, but that's how it is. Although, as far as I recall, or as far as I know, you can't, you know, you can only get around, what, 3 amps or something like that. Would be 15, 18 watts, you know, I don't know if there's any other standards in regards of USB-A, but at least, you know, you can do, you know, I've been up to 18, you know. If you test it with a tester, and you can test it like with this, for example, this is just some heating thing and all that, and you can turn them both on, and you can just put them in, and that should give us around, well, I don't know if you can see anything, but that should be getting us around a little over, well, yeah, 16.9 watts. And you know, you have a variation of things and all that. I've seen up to 18. Well, this is 16.9 watts. And we want to be calculating in watts and not voltage and not amps. Because wattage, or watts, is the real energy. So let's see here, if we put it in here, I think we're getting around 18, yeah, 18.4 watts. So we get 5.27 volts and 3.5 amps, and that, you know, times each other gets to 18.5 watts, and that's the true energy. That's the effect, as we call it in Danish. I think the English might have a little difference in regards to, but they have like AWG standard. Are you kidding me? In the US, you know, you just, the smaller the number, the bigger the wire. Are you, you know, you just a madness, you know, just absolutely madness. Oh, by the way, this can get pretty hot, these small things and all that. Just be aware of that. You can actually burn yourself with this. But you can test the USB apparently with these, you know, to see how much they actually can do and all that, and load it and all that. But besides these that I got, and I've been looking for, apparently they have a new model. These people that makes this have a new model that looks a little more like this in regards of, you know, it's probably not so heavy as this one, and it's the 2023 model, Roman time and all that. So I was thinking of ordering that and trying it out. It's a little sad that I ruined this one, although it's still working. It's just a cable thing here, and you know, it's not a biggie, right? You know, and you can just put this in if you want, right? But whatever, you know, it's not a biggie. But it's interesting, you know. I was intrigued in regards of, is it going to work, and it actually works pretty good when you know how to do it. It's nice that you don't need to have like huge amount of cable laying around and all that. But the thing is, it was a little hard to find 100 watt cables as I wanted them and all that. And as I understand, I actually have two other. I bought some 100-watt cables in the past, and apparently they on Amazon are apparently some of those that are preferred or whatever you call it. But I've had issues with I have 100 watts in the Bluetti, and I have a 100-watt charger, and it's only a couple of times that I've been able to make it work, and I should have it's the charger I have this charger, which is a GAN charger, one of these new modern chargers and all that, and that should be able to do 120, and it's from Andog, I think. It's like, I don't know why they wouldn't make things easier to read, I think it's Andog. 120. Yeah, it's just very, very hard to see what is written on it. It's very sad. That would be a negative thing. I don't know why they do that. It's the same thing with Anker's battery banks. She's like, what is written on it? I can't see what is written on it. He's like, are you kidding me? I don't know why anyone would do that, but they do that, apparently. It's incredible. This world is just full of bullshit, You don't want to have the user be able to read what is actually on the product. Apparently not. Anyway. But these Angers should be able to do 100 watts. But they do 66, and the charging device can actually charge two of these around 60 watts, both of them. So that's pretty good, I guess, But still, you would have liked to have one in regards to 100 watts, right? But anyway, whatever. Having two at the same time and plugging them in. I'm not sure how long the charging takes. Hour and a half or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, it goes pretty quick anyway. The idea was when I'm still trying to get off grid and all that, because I guess the whole insane, society has gone, just mad, So the energy company is just one of the pieces of the madness, but it's something that I think that I can at least do something to get off grid and not support this diabolical system anymore. At least for that. But you have other things, it's really hard to not be supporting this criminal, evil world and its disgusting, filthy ways of murdering, mass murder, and disgusting downfall on so many levels. Anyway, I would look into this new one before. This one is USB-A. I wouldn't suggest getting that, because it's USB-A, and you really want to go the other direction. When you have something in our days, you want to go from USB-C to USB-A. You don't want to go from USB-A to USB-C, because you want the extra power from the USB-C, and it doesn't matter if you go to the USB-A, because that would be slower anyway. But you don't want to go from USB-A to USB-C. So you want a cable that is USB-C, and then you can just, if you don't have some of the cables, actually some of the wonderful cables that I have actually do have that possibility, but they're only 66 watts, so they're not 100 watts. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, here we go. These are pretty much my favorite. Well, there's some issues with these as well, but these are 120 centimeters. You can there we go. That's the first meter, right? And then we have around 20 centimeters. Yeah, so around 120 centimeters. And the good thing with these is you have USB-C, and you can just plug it like that, and then you have USB-A. So it can work like a USB-C to a USB-C. Now the problem is that usually has like a micro USB thing and one of these other kind of converters for the Apple phone and all that, which I can't remember what it's called. The problem is I don't use the Apple iPhone nonsense and all that, but the problem with the micro, is the thing is that the plug is just terrible. So on this one, I just put another kind of micro SD from some kind of, these are from Ugreen apparently. I have different one of these, but Ugreen seem to be pretty good plug and all that. Apparently there's difference between the plugs, you know. Some actually goes in and click, you know, in regards to these USB-C and these USB micro. Some of them actually, you know, like if you take a battery like this is one of the batteries I have for my headlamp, you know. There we go. So these are the batteries that is being used, and you can take a micro USB and plug it into and then it's pretty much stuck, right? But some are, you know, the micro, you know, USB plug that is usually following with these cables, as far as those that I've tried at least, just sucks, you know. I don't know in regards to the Apple plug, I just cut that off pretty much. I don't need those. But anyway, so, but these are still, you know, wonderful cables, around 66 watts. They don't make them in 100 watts edition, but they make them in a 60 watts, you know, 66 watts edition, and they're pretty good. You know, that's, you know, 120 centimeters, and it has the possibility of being used in many different ways. Again, this is just one, you know, it's just wonderful that you can just plug this off, and then you have like USB-C to USB-C, and if you don't want that, you can just plug it in here like this. You have a USB-A, and that's how you want it. You want the USB-A to be the converter to the USB-C. You don't want it the other direction, because you want to have it able to do 66 watts and all that technology, you know, USB-C technology and all that. And if you need a micro USB, you want to have it just right there, so you can just plug it in and you have it. You know, you don't want to look for all this bullshit nonsense plugs and all that. You just want everything to just be in one plug, pretty much. I can't remember who made these, but there's a U on them apparently. I wonder if it's U for Ukraine, I don't know. Well, these can be found on Amazon in 3 different colors. You have the gray. I don't know. I don't understand these colors, because the colors doesn't really. It's so black, you know. It's so dark. The colors that they have made them in a green color and a blue, I think, or something like that. It's hard to see. And then they had like, well, there's multiple colors on and all that. But oh, here we have it's USAMS, it seems. So I guess it's USAMS that made these, and sadly they don't make them in a 100-watt version. I guess we just have to wait for that, right? Because then we need to buy all over and all that if we, whatever, you know, it's the typical bullshit of this world. You know, just give me some 100-watt cables that do all the things I want and all that, so I don't need to buy all these bullshit things and all that, you know, like huge amount of different cables. Anyway, so we can just take this one, right, and we can just put it into the USB-C over here, and you know, not, you know, so everything is just pretty much, yeah, it's pretty good, you know. It's still, you know, it's still laying around and all that, but it's a, you know, it's okay. I wonder what the green one is. Any case, so that's pretty much what that's pretty much the primary I would use for now. Still looking for a 100-watt cable that pretty much does the same thing and this and that and all that, but we'll see. And maybe having this new feature of a roll-up here. So that was, of course, this one. As you can see, you have the USB-C on this, and you can still take a converter, although I would need to fix a converter on it, so it always is with the thing and all that. But then you can just fix this like this, and then of course you have the 3 different plugs. Although I don't think you can. You have the Apple nonsense plug here. I guess you could also make it to a conversion, but because apparently it seems like you can use multiple plugs, you know, being plugged in, and you can apparently seemingly use all the 3 plugs at the same time, at least 2, and I think you can also use 3. There was some advertising on that as well someplace, so Anyway, so, and of course I wouldn't use the apple thing, so maybe one could make the apple into another whatever, you know, if it's going to stay there anyway, you know, just, you know. So you have all these different things and all that. It's just bullshit, but that's how it is in this wicked world. You know, we don't want any, you know, we just want people to buy something new all the time, and we want things to break and blah, 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 and all that. Also tried, this is another thing I bought, and I have some more on the way, but this is a car plug, you know. But the problem is I found out that these also have problems, you know. You have these small things on the side, you know, these small things on the side, and you have this one where there's a, you know, where, you know, it shoots it out in some sense. And there's much you know, there's different plugs, and some does better than others. Let's see, this one is one of those that does really, really good in regards to the car plugs. Although you only have, I think it's the minus on one of these. You know, you could have made it on both. I guess I can make that myself if I wanted, but, you know, just to make it further not lose connection and all that. But this is one of the good ones that actually sticks in there and just doesn't lose connection so easily. But a lot of these actually lose connection or tries to jump out and all that. And apparently there's a lot of variations of these and these car plugs. And it's also very, you know, you need to actually heat up the soldering thing, and you need to solder and all that. It took me 4 tries yesterday. This thing is from another cable, and I tried to, you know, I've never done that before and all that, and I opened it up, and apparently it wasn't as easy as I had hoped for. Apparently you need to solder and all. I only had an old solder big thing and all that, and apparently made mistakes until the 4th try, because then you have the diode thing and you need to have it in the right direction or it won't light up and this and that. And I made so many mistakes and this and that. So then one thing worked and then another didn't work. And then there was a shortage the 3rd time. So, and we're just losing some gas here. Well, we're getting some gas out, you know. Don't tell the government, they will probably come, and the police, well, I guess that fits pretty good, right? The police coming with CO2 taxes and all that nonsense. That is disgusting. Anyway, the police are just absolute criminals. It's just so disgusting. They are defenders of unrighteousness, liars and bullshitters, and this, yeah. Anyway, they use energy on bullshit, and they let the criminal things go right along. You know, they are part of mass murder. They, you know, but anyway, apparently that's a human right, apparently, to murder the weakest in society. You know, yeah. And okay, so this is, I don't understand why, you know, maybe there's something out there where they actually made where you just need a screw and all that, but I'm like thinking, how hard can it be to just make, like, you know, where you put the thing in and you have a screw and all that, like when you do it like this, for example, these old, you know, this highly tested thing that have been working for, I don't know how long, but they work, right? You know, you put the wire in and you screw it in and all that, and it sticks, right? It's just, it's something that has been tested for, you know, it's something that has just been, yeah, it's working, right? It's what do you call it? It's highly tested. I can't remember the word here, but anyway, so I made this thing, and because the plug that was on this little guy was highly, by the way, that was also the same thing here, right? It's just very easy and very neat. If you have some kind of cable you want to plug on to 12 volt and all that, I can just put the red in the red and the black in the black, and, you know, just a screwdriver, and there we go. You know, just give me a break. You just use a double muff, you know, then you don't need to have the whole thing out. You just have the double muff where you have one wire, and then you just fix another wire. Just, yeah, there you go, you know. Anyway, so the other car plug that was on this tended to jump out, you know, or very easily jump out. This one doesn't jump out so easily. You fix it in. I guess I could also, if I actually have a problem with the light on it, I can just turn that off actually. But you put it in and it lights and all that, it's working and all that. I'm not going to show it, but it's working. And when you take it out, it takes a little force to take it out. So it's not just coming out. And you can also move it around, and it's for the most part don't lose connection. You can see that on the diode, of course, in regards to. So it's not losing connection that easily. Which actually one of the reasons why I began to use the car plug for the computer for 12 volts was because I thought that the car plug had some kind of security, so it just wouldn't be ripped out. But apparently it's much better to apparently use the 5.5 millimeter plugs. Do I have some like this, you know, these kind of plugs, 5 millimeter plugs, and you can get them where you can actually. Well, I don't have one that I can take the mobile, of course, and just turn around, but I have these plugs over here. We need some lighting. Let's see here. There we go. So I have these plugs. These are 12 volts, and you can just, you know, I have three different kinds of them. Just to see which one had the better grip and all that. Not actually sure which one actually do have the better grip, but clearly I've used the yellow ones. I have some that are not yellow, and then I have one that you can actually, where you don't need screwdrivers to put in the, and this is so, you know, although there's still, I still think it's too close for the wires to stick together and all that. So I don't know if there's something else out there where it's also a little shorter would be nice. A little shorter and a little more division between the two plugs. Maybe, you know, from both sides, maybe they could have made them like this or something like that, that you had one wire here and one wire there or something. I don't know, but something at least to make more division away from each other, although it's not like a big issue. It's not like I've made that many shorts by it or shorting the system. I think I have made some shorts, but it's not a big issue, but it's something you have to be aware of, at least, that it's a possibility that sometimes a little copper thing will move over to the other side and then make a shorting, and then you lose energy and all that. So anyway, so I made this, I think it was, maybe it was 2 days ago. Well, who knows? I made this at least, and it wasn't, it took me some time, a lot longer than I expected. Of course, you know, it is what it is. But it's working now, and it wasn't the most beautiful soldering thing. I've never been good at soldering things and all that. But as long as it works, you know, then it's okay, I guess. You know, used a lot of soldering thing and all that, and it is working, you know, clearly. And of course it goes out to two other plugs here, and you know, I can always clip one off and make into something else. I've clipped this one off, so I have just, you know, of course I could maybe, but it's always nice to have something where just, you know, you just have the option to easily, maybe I'll put an Anderson plug on maybe one of them. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I've ordered some Anderson plugs, Anderson pole plugs from the USA. I'm looking forward to them, you know, because I'm sick and tired of all these different kinds of plugs and all that. So also have some Lego. I'm using Lego at the moment for powering my screen and some of the fans and all that. I've used these guys, Lego, electric Lego, although kind of expensive, you know, I must say, you know. And you can short the system as well with these. If you actually put them in the wrong direction, you short the system and you lose everything. That's kind of not. I tried to make a safety oops for the, I think it's called the oops for the computer, but I need some kind of diode that can, I guess, direct the power so it only goes one way and not the other way, because yeah, it's and it's not charging the battery. So that I just took these kind of batteries. And if you take 3 of these batteries, you get to around 12 volts. And I tried testing it, and it can run the computer for nearly an hour. You know, if you have good batteries and charge them fully up and all that, and put them in series, so you get to around 12 volts. You can run the system for around 50 minutes or something, I think it was. The problem is that it's not charging the batteries apparently, and the thing is that the battery goes backward, So for example, when I tested it, when the batteries was up, it was also, when I closed down the Bluetti thing, and it was also, keeping the screen turned on, and the screen uses a lot more energy than the computer, and I don't want it to actually. I just wanted to not close down my computer. Because if I make a short thing, it will still continue to shorten the thing because of the batteries, and maybe I blew up something in regards to that because of that. Anyway, that was one of where this is from. I had this fan thing for the CPU, for laptops and all that, when you have a side thing. But I blew apparently the condensator wanted to go to the moon, apparently, so it exploded inside of it. But it was obstructed by the case and all that. So I opened up the case and I found this little metal condensator thing. So that apparently it made a bang. It made a bang. I was like, oh my, that was a huge bang, right? And you could just see all the things from the inside of the condensator was just, out there. It just exploded, and then you had the little metal case, which was empty, it had just blown it up, and yeah, anyway. So different things of that nature. So anyway, I've tried these things. I have 2 of them now, and I found out that, if I put it like this, it will jump out again. If I turn it around where it really shouldn't be, then it sticks a little better. But it only have these small ones, and I found out there's different ones of these. Different companies do it differently, and I don't know. There's probably also some kind of different females and all that. I found out that these what do you call it? These females, for example, are differently. That's not really. There's nothing in it. It's just a flat surface all around, and you can put the thing in here, right? And it tends to sort of stick, at least better than the Bluetti. Of course, I can't change the Bluetti thing, so that's kind of sucks. But the thing what I can do is, which I found out, is that instead of putting it the right way, it's the same. The same minus thing is still all around, and the plus is in the back. So what you can do is just to move it 90 degrees and just put it in a different way, and it actually sticks there. It will still, if you take a plug and all that, it will still be able to get out, but it sticks better. I don't know what, if I need to have some I can do some tape or something like that to put it on, or maybe some gripping thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but if you could get some gripping thing, you could fix it around the plug and then fix the plug with it. So when you put the plug in, it will attach to this thing, and thereby it will be less, it will be sticking better than it is. So, but I don't know in regards to these car plugs and all that. I just don't. So I was thinking, let's just see if we can find some kind of USB thing, because you can always use some USB, USB-A, whatever, and so I ordered some different ones of these, and I don't want something to stick out and all that. I can always give the others away or use them maybe for battery, you can fix them on the side here to the plus and the minus and all. I'm actually not sure if, let's see here. Do we have? No, I don't have it. Okay. I would, sometimes apparently these sides are the minus, apparently. Sometimes they're connected, so both sides will, be able to get the minus, but when I looked into this guy, I found out that's only one side that is actually, let's see here. Yeah, it's this side. This side is the only one that has the minus. So if this get loose, it will lose connection. Instead of just having it on both sides. Give me a break. Of course, I could fix it with some soldering and all that, and solder both of them with a little wire or something like that, so it would have both of them. And I could do that at some point. It's just kind of, why wouldn't they have connected it together? But some of them are connected on both sides and some of them are not. So that's also something to kind of, so it's very sad to see the car plugs not working any better than they are, It's just terrible that there's these different, but it's the same thing with the MC4 plugs. You have different manufacturers and they do somewhat different, and then you can't get them off because I've been needing to destroy CM4 plugs because of the different fabricants, and just terrible, and they're costing so much, and you can't reuse them either. Apparently, it seems like they made that you can't even get them out. So, as far as I understand it, Anderson plugs, you can do that. You even have a tool for that you can just fix them out. If you need to put them through a wall or something like that, and then you need to have these plugs out and all that, you can just take them out. You can fix the cable through, and then you can put the housing back on the Anderson metal thing connectors, okay? It's like, you gotta be kidding me with all this other bullshit, right? So Anderson plugs, I'm really looking forward to trying them and seeing how big they are, and I'm thinking of changing all those MC plugs to Anderson, but we'll see. We'll see how we'll see how I feel about them when I get them. Anyway, but this is very, nice, that you can just, fix the cable. There you go. Pretty nice. But I would like to try that new version. So just be aware there's a new version that they made, and it's also 100 watts, and it seems like it's probably a little, in regards to quality, structure, seems to be a little like more like this one, but we'll see. So it might be a little lighter, and you can also look into it. One of the versions at least, I'm not sure with the black version, but the black version at least is harder to see. You can get a pink version and a black version apparently. And the pink version you can clearly see into it, the black not so much. So I'm thinking of getting a pink, not because I want to be feminine, but I want to see what is going on inside. So that's so probably going to get that. But anyway, these are the plugs from Lego, and I'll try to see if that might, it runs pretty good in regards to 12 volts. The only problem is that you can turn them the wrong way and this and that. So, like when it's underneath, you need to go like this direction from underneath. But if it's on top, you then need to turn it around, because if you don't, you make a short. And there's some other things when you 90 degrees and this and that. And I haven't, just whatever. Oh, there we go. Wow. So, as you can hear, the fan, I mounted a fan. It's like a zombie, what do you call it? Frankenstein. Took a little from the 230 volt fan, and I had an LP fan, vinyl thing to spin around, and I put them together, but apparently I didn't do such a good thing in regards of centering the thing, so it makes a lot of noise. So I was thinking of doing this instead, which is another fan I have, which actually can move a lot more air. And I just found out that you can actually, I was like, there's 4 cables, right? And I'm like, which one is what and all that. And apparently 2 of the cables, if you put them together, the fan slows down. So if you don't want it to have full speed, you can slow it, and it is something that you could you could slow it down. The computer slows it down when it's this and that and all that, but yeah, so it says that it's plus and minus on. So you can connect the plus and the minus for this like this. Let's see, I sadly don't have a screwdriver at the moment, but you put it in here, right, and you can just turn it on by putting the, there we go. Okay, there we go. So here we have the fan going. It's pretty heavy, but I put it in the lowest position. As you can see, it can break. But if I put these apart, it should get much more. There we go. Whoa. As you can see, it just went totally wild. It's a pretty. And apparently, it seems like it was the wrong way. It was sucking this. No, that's right. If it, yeah. Of course, I've glued some of it because I tended to try to do something, and then one of the plastic things broke off. So just put some glue on that. But still, the fan is still okay. It hasn't been broken yet by me. You never know in regards of breaking things, right? I'm apparently pretty good to break things. Well, thinking, I could put this on the screen as well. Try to put it on the screen, on top of it. Just, yeah. I haven't checked how much energy it actually is using, but I don't think I have I'm not sure if I have the cables for doing that. As typical in regards of you have different cables for this and that, and then I have this, and then you have a testing device that you can actually put in between, and then you can actually test how much it actually is drawing. But you need to do things of different. It could be interesting to see how much energy is doing, compared to this one. But whatever. You probably only would use the fan if it's very hot and you have the sun outside, and then it will produce more than enough energy for you to just run the fan. It's incredible how much energy it actually produces. So I'm nearly at full here. I'm at 80%, and at some point when it gets to around 80% of this Bluetti thing, it begins to go down, so I lose a lot of energy if I don't use it. So that's sad, but that's how it is. Anyway, I have some batteries on the way as well that will be interesting to put into. I need to get a controller as well, and then we are, I guess, up and running. We'll see. See how that goes. So little by little moving forward, although so much complication and this and that. Oh yeah, I should see if I can empty some of these batteries and see if I can get them to charge for 100 watts. And as far as I recall, I had four of those USB 100 watt cables, and again, maybe one of them were better than the others or something like that. I should have marked it out. This cable, made it work. I'm not sure where those cables are. I know where two of them are. I'm not sure if I know where the other two are. So that's kind of, I don't know. I do have another USB tester as well, but I can't find it. I have no idea where it is. In regards of all moving and all that, just doesn't make things easier. But anyway, let's get this going again. Let's charge the battery here. We can just do like that. It seems like the mobile is doing much better in regards of not getting, well, it's getting hot, but it hasn't closed down at least. So apparently that's in regards of, okay, that's nice. So maybe I've found a solution for that in regards of not closing down, by just doing lower resolution. See here, we have this one. Yeah, it's very annoying with the fan, but it is nice. It gives you a, oh, that's not it. It gets you a pretty nice blow, Okay, let's see here. What did we get from? Where's the? Oh yeah, where's that? Oh yeah, there we go. The green one. There we go. I'll just put it in here. There we go. And we'll move it. Here we go, over here, and we'll just fix it in the battery charger for the mobile. And there we go, charging. Yeah, still have one of those mobiles that can actually change the battery. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? How could anyone figure out to make a mobile that actually could, change battery so you don't need all this fast charging bullshit, which you never needed in the first place because you could just change the battery? That's not how it is, because the idea, of course, is that you don't need a fast charger if you actually have the possibility of charging your device, or the battery, sorry, while the mobile is doing its thing, right? But no, we need to have fast charging, because what would you do if you were lacking battery? Well, you just go from 0 to 100 in like that, But no. We need fast charging and all these other complications and bullshit with it. Oh, the devil is a sneaky bastard, Probably shouldn't use that word, but anyway. So I also got checking device or whatever for the voltage going into the system. And there seems to be some problems that I thought that I wouldn't, I've only had it for a few days, but I thought that it would start up automatically. When the whole system is closed down, it closes down because there's no battery for it. So I thought that it would turn on automatically, and it sort of does. But apparently the last time I tried, it was just turned on in regards to the lightning, but it didn't show anything. So the idea that I had hoped for was that it would turn on automatically and begin to calculate how much energy is going into the system and all that. So you could get a statistical of the whole day and this and that, right? But if it's not going to work, because the solar panels, then it's, Anyway, I'll let it try a couple of days more, where the sun panels turns off and thereby the device turns off, and then it turns on in the morning, and we'll see if it actually at some point begins to work, or if it's just big issue apparently, that it just light up the screen and not, and if you fix it off and fix it in again, of course it will start on 0 in regards to how much energy. And the whole idea, which I thought was a great idea, was to see how much energy it actually had produced, how much energy have I gotten into the system. And since I turned it on, it has produced, let's see, I'm waiting. Waiting. 439 watt hours, which is, the device can take around 700 watt hours. It also shows the amp hours, but I can't really use that for much, because then you need to, how you calculate that when the voltage are jumping up and down and up and down, it just doesn't. So you want the watts, in regards to how much energy that the unit has produced. So you always want to look at the watts and not the amps, because when you look at the amps, 12 volt and 24 volts, saying 10 amps is not the same thing, So you get, if you have 24 volts and you have 10 amps, you have 240 watts. If you only have 12 amps and 12 volts and 10 amps, then you have 120 watts. So that's a huge difference in regards to that. So you have double the amount, and it's just. And the same thing when these testers are testing the amps and the voltage, and you're like, I want to see the watts, I can't really use the voltage and the amps for, to understand totally how much is actually being produced, So that's, yeah. Anyway, of course you can use the data for something, right? But if you're going to compare the different this and that and all that, you want the watts, you want the effect, And incredible how these different measurements are measuring amps. You know, like the USB. I guess it made sort of sense, a little sense, when it was just 5 volts, right? But now it's not only 5 volts, you know, in regards of USB. Now you have 9 volts, 12 volts, and whatnot. I don't know how many standards there is today and all that. So you can't, if you say, oh, it's 2 amps or 1.5 amps or whatever, you know, you might need to time it with 12 or 9 or something like that, right? But then you say, well, this one can do 2 amps. Well, it's, yeah, 2 amps, but it's not the same 2 amps as the other. You know, 1.5 amps might actually be more than 2 amps because it's higher voltage, you know, and that's just, you know, it's all the thing, you know. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't waste too much time on that. But yeah, this precision, and then it annoys me because this data thing has a plug for battery, but it has another kind of plug. Yeah, just one more plug of bullshit, you know, which apparently has three things. I'm not sure why there's 3, you know. Wow, it's really getting hot, you know. It's really getting it's getting summer weather. I think it was like, when was it, like 2 days ago or something like that, that I really felt that the summer had come. So we can really, I think it was 2 days ago, I think, that I really felt that the summer had come around. I think it was 2 days, 1 day or 2 days ago. I made the fan thing, and just the next day after making the fan, it already became usable because it was already pretty hot, you know. So we are pretty much getting into summer weather. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, I'm too fat. Yeah, I'm still too fat. In any case, we're getting 8 watts into the system at the moment, so that's pretty good. I was looking into the thing of making energy with, or converting wind energy, and how they calculate and all that nonsense. And I think it's I think it's depraved, you know, disgusting. But apparently, you know, the guy that talked about it thought it was okay, apparently, but I don't think it's okay. I think it's deception, you know. Yeah, well, in a what do we call it, tornado, you know, or whatever, you know, high weather thing, you can produce what they say on the unit. Yeah, that's kind of, I think that's dishonest, you know. You should write what usually is expected in standard wind, you know. How much do you actually produce in standard weather? You know, don't tell you that you can generate 600 watts if a tornado comes by, right? You know, and probably the thing will blow away with a tornado if a tornado actually comes by, right? So it's just disgusting, you know. I don't get it, you know. Why wouldn't you actually fix something as close as possible for the, you know, just, yeah, doesn't make any sense. So that's just how it is, I guess. Anyway, so we got a little around that, I guess. Still need some testing for those other batteries. I guess I'll see if I can use the USB from those battery banks instead, and try to empty them and fill them and empty them and keep an eye on the wattage, and see if I can get some kind of cable to all of a sudden hit 100 watts or something like that. Who knows? So I know that, okay, this cable can do 100 watts and this thing and this and that. That's producing around 8 watts at the moment. Oh yeah, some more coffee, I think. I think I'll make some water. Ah. There we go. Have some manuals or some things that I need to. Yeah. That's, oh well, I can take them up here, I guess. From the floor, sleeping on the. Well, pretty much nearly on the floor. So. So this is one of the other ones that I bought in regards to the car charger. You have 2 USB A's and 1 USB C. It's 66 watts. Apparently you can get some that actually have up to 160 watts, I think. Yeah, 160 watts. That's pretty high. They're just way too big, you know. But if you're looking for a thing like that, you can actually get it up to 160 watts, I found. That's pretty, you know, incredible. You know, compared to the size, didn't really actually look so big. And apparently it should be able to do 160 watts. That could be interesting to try out, but we'll see if I, you know. So we have the manual for this 200A high precision watt meter and power analyzer, and I haven't read that yet. It's only 2 pages, so I guess it shouldn't be that much, but I haven't, you know, there's always things to read, and you know. Then we have here we have in regards to the cable thing. Now this is the Aviol 3-in-1 in regards to the roll thing, this one here. So this is the package for that. It's like, you know, like looking like that. I wouldn't recommend it because it's USB-A. It says 3 amps high current output, enabling safe and fast charging, improve efficiency and saving time. Easy organized, tangle free, humanized design, length 20 centimeter, that must be 40 centimeter, 60 centimeter, 80 centimeters, and 1 meter. Well, I think it's actually, well, okay, 1 meter, so it's not even 120. So that's interesting. 1 meter, and that fits. Can you see? That pretty much fits pretty good in regards to the marking. Anyway, the product is convenient to carry around. So yeah, that's the package. But yeah, if they don't say, you know, on the package, they don't really say anything about 100 watts or anything like that. And you can contact them in Germany, evatmaster.com. Well, contact snabelay, evatmaster.com and all that. But yeah, again, it's USB-A. I can probably, you know, probably still use it for something and all that, this and that, but it's not, you want something that is USB-C. So this was a mistake on my part. It said, for, you know, 66 or 100 watts, and so I expected it to be USB-C because I don't, you know, USB-A shouldn't be able to do that as far as I know. So that's kind of false advertising. So that's terrible. That's typical, you know, that you don't get the right informations. Nothing new in regards to lying, disgusting, filthy people that loves to deceive. You know, that's just how it is. That's the wicked world, sadly. Most people just love lying so they can sell the products. So this is apparently from UK. That's the other one that we have here, the green thing here, what you saw earlier. And they made a new version as well, which clearly I rather would try out. Let's start a wonderful journey. Apparently they say activate lifetime warranty I don't think the warranty would probably not work when I've just ruined it myself, and it's not a biggie deal anyway. It still works, and it just doesn't roll totally up and all that. But anyway, they have a website. They also have a telephone number and all that. 10 plus years of focus, quality assurance, global users, and blah 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 and all that. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I need to look into further in regards to that, but you can contact them at this and that and all that. I don't know if you also have. Yeah, email support. Yeah, that's the same thing. Contact us. Activate lifetime warranty. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's broken anyway. I made a issue. Then we have the welcome guide for my Roypow C146, which I have a lot of. That's in regard to the charger for the batteries. This is the package here. I don't know if people can see that. That's the package. Interestingly enough, it's not complaining about any battery thing. I might have solved the issue. That would be nice. It's a Roypow C146. Get powered, get inspired battery charger. Lithium ion phosphorus battery exclusive. And it's interesting it says exclusive because when they actually sell it as a battery charger that can do all the old batteries. 14.4 volts, 10 amps, 30 amp hours, 50 amp hours, 100 amp hours, and 200 amp hours. But again, they sell it on the Amazon, both the 3 amp model and the 10 amp model as actually also working with the old batteries, and it actually did seem to work with old batteries. I had one old batteries and I charged it with it, so it did seem to go pretty good. But it doesn't, when they say exclusive, you would think that it's only for the, for those batteries. So anyway. And it's automatically and all that with crocodile. I didn't really like the crocodile things that they put on. Terrible crocodile things. I have some other crocodiles that are better, but I guess I can change that. When I get some Anderson plugs, I guess I can just begin to fix everything with Anderson plugs. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's hot. Anyway, there we go. We can throw that out as well because it should be. The information should be in the manual and also on the charger itself. Pretty much is the there's not that much information really in the manual, so it's not like much information, and it just shows what it can but it says use lithium ion phosphorus battery, right? It's just LiFePO battery, whatever, LiFePO battery, I don't know how they want to say it. But yeah, lithium ion phosphorus. I'm not sure about the fall thing, what that means, but and then they have this where you have multiple languages, which is very annoying, and yeah, it's not really that complicated. You put it on the battery and then it begins to charge, although something if you put it opposite that it actually maybe figures that out. I don't know. 24-month limited warranty, lifetime technical support, contact, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I should save it or whatever. But they have like another kind of connection points, right? Because why would we have something of the same like Anderson or something like that? No, we want to have. So this is a new kind of connections that I don't have any of. So that's another new kind of connections. Like how many different connections do we need? Are you kidding me? Well, we have this one and that one and fourth one and fifth one, the sixth one and seventh one, and it's just terrible. Could we just have a standard or some kind? Like maybe Anderson. I at least Anderson seems to be something that could be something that I would go with, but we'll see. We'll see when I get them if I'm satisfied or not. And if I'm satisfied, which I still don't understand why they wouldn't have made the Anderson plug so you can just fix the wire in and just screw them on and then click them in, you know. But maybe that will come at some point. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that, you know. Isn't that not enough room for something where you can just, you know, click click click, you know? I think that would be, and they, you know. But anyway. So here we have the cigarette lighter thing that I have over here. This little guy. Flow me thing, whatever, you know. It's not, it's called Flow Me, you know, even Flow Me, whatever. And it has this bad connection. But anyway, let's see what we have of details. Although, you know, all the details are really neat is on the product itself. So I don't think I actually need this thing here. Flow Me, Zigaretten, Samsung, new, blah, 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 blah. Manufacture company, Shenzhen to whatever. Building, China. Flow Me, service, hotmail.com. So Hotmail is still around. Flow Me, model name, input voltage 10 to 30 volts. Okay. That's interesting. Does it actually say that on the... It says 12 to 24 volts. On the... Apparently it's 10 to 0.8 to 30 volts. So apparently there's a little more room, apparently, according to this. Voltage 12 to... Well, okay, I guess, you know, because it's okay, 12 to... Yeah, okay. So there's room, you know, okay, yeah. Total output, 18 watts plus 18 watts. And that's 36 watts in total. So that would be fine if you're running USB-A thing and yeah. Come on. That's a problem in regards to the. There we go. But I really, you know, I really don't know in regards to what to use the car plug thing for. There's some you know, you can always use some USBs, and then the USBs it's, you know, seemingly doing pretty good in regards to that thing I have there. So it's able to do 15 watts, both of them. Although one plug, it seems to is better than the other plug, but you know, it's not a biggie, you know. So here we go with some hot water for some coffee. There we go. Oh yeah. Anyway, we have my favorite knife from, you know, from, what do you call it? Those switch knife, whatever. Although I know that they have versions where they don't have this, you know, you have a little, you know, it can move a little, but they have made a new version with the bigger knives where it doesn't have that wiggle room, and that's pretty nice. But overall, you know, you have so many tools in this, and I tend to use them here and there, and it's amazing. It's amazing just to have one tool and just have so many things in the tool that you can just use. Yeah, it's just wonderful. Anyway, so we have some wriggle room quick charge 3.0, blah 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 blah. And well, the only interesting thing I think is in regards of the differences in the voltage thing. Please read the manual careful before using it. Keep following these instructions. Do not try to disassemble it by yourself. Do not expose directly to sunlight. Open flames will cause a potential damage. Keep your attention on the road. Do not operate this product while driving. If you have a question, please contact the seller to resolve. Flow Me Dual QuickTime 3.0 user manual. Yeah. So, but you know, if they wanted people not to crash, maybe they should have made it stick in the thing. Think about driving in a car and it bumps and all that, and then it just jumps out. Then you would need to, and that could probably maybe even lead to disaster. Then we have some indicator line apparently, and 2 quick charge, fast charge port. Yeah, that's number 2. Yeah. Number 3, quick charge. 4, aluminium metal housing. 5, metal current contact points. Yeah. Okay, material, zinc alloy, input 12 or 24 volts. USB 1 and 2. Yeah, 5 volts, 9 volts, and 12 volts apparently. 12 times 1.5 amps. Oh, that's interesting. That's like 12, that's 18 watts, right? Yeah, 18 watts, okay. Yeah, and that's times 2, then you get 36, of course. Okay, so you can 12 volts, 1.5 amps, weight 24 grams, max power, of course, you have 36 watts, and you have size 46 times 28 times 28 millimeters, and I guess that's probably, let's see here, like you have 228 millimeter thing. I'm not sure what that means. Inches. I don't know. That's like 46 millimeters. Yeah, okay. Protection function, soft start, temperature protection, input over voltage protection, input under voltage protection, output short circuit protection, output over current protection, and blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. I don't think I need the manual already. At least not this. It was interesting in regards to the voltage, I guess. I can do here. Yeah, in regards of the 10.8 to 30 volts. That's interesting. But I guess it's the same thing with the Blue Edgy, where it can do 28 volts, but you can actually do 30 volts. But I guess it's also because they want to... yeah, okay. Okay. Yep. 10.8. Okay. Yeah, that's just laid over here. Just throw the rest out here. Oh, what is this thing for? Oh, that's the box for that one. Okay. I guess there's a manual with that as well, which, yeah, probably not needed either. Yeah, well, 3-port, 66 watt car charger. A mistake for me too, because apparently there's other of these kinds that actually, well looks better in regards of. Anyway, okay. A lot smaller, and 160 watts is kind of a lot more than. That would make more sense. Yeah, well, anyway. So here we still have this one for the charger thing, which probably I don't need, but yeah, whatever. This one was in regards of the USB thing for that company. We can just put that to the side as well, for now at least. And then we have the manual for the data thing, which I need to read at some point, maybe understand some of the numbers, because clearly there's some numbers I still don't understand how it actually works out. It's still running, and yeah. Okay. Oh. Didn't really work. Wake up. Okay. So far, so good. And we also have a 230 volt thing I wanted to try out at some point, although we have to be careful about that, because 230 volts, of course, is much more dangerous. Would be nice with some gloves, and with my mind of forgetting everything and all that, it's kind of even further dangerous. Also, this little fan, I tried this little fan. I don't know what to really use the fan for either. It just blows around like this. So I don't know what to really do with that either. Doesn't really blow any. Oh, let's just turn the fan on here. Oh, yeah, it is noisy, but it's nice. It is cooling. I don't know. How do I? If we. Good question. I don't know exactly how I. Maybe if I took some. Let's see here. I only have 2 of them left. Let's turn it off. I'll just try something. Okay, turn that off. That's just. Oh, okay. I'll just fix some. Okay, well, fix this. And something of that nature, I think. Let's try again. This is going to be a little. No, because we don't want. Oh, it's terrible. We need to go the other way around. Okay, so we need to put this up here. I'll just turn it up here, down here. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see if this will work. I might need to get some new glue for this, but we'll just, see if it needs some new stickers maybe. That may be hard. Okay, anyway, if it makes whatever, it's because it's jumped off. What did I see here? No, that was the wrong. I'm thinking that this might work. Where's the electricity, the connector? There we go. That still makes the noise. I don't know why. That's interesting. So if we just had some force on the top of it, some weight apparently, and maybe it would work. I get it, because maybe it needs more force from the, let's see here. Yeah, it's kind of a biggie thing here. Anyway, I'll just take these off here. Okay, well, just give it one more wrap and see if I can get it. Oh, that's going to be hard. Let's see if it can be possible. Oh my. Come on. Okay. Oh no, that's going to be not working. I can't even do it the other way, can I? No, I would need to at least connect it all off. How is that the easiest way to do that? Okay, so I need to cut that off. Okay, let's just cut that off here. There we go. So what we're going to do is connect this off. I'll just take it the other way around. Okay. This is going to not be easy, but well, of course we could maybe also just take some tape actually. Maybe tape would also be able to do it. So just some electricity tape. But anyway, now we're going to do it like this. And see here, nearly there. And now it's going to be pretty heavy. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh. No. Oh my, it just took it too far. Don't. Well, maybe it's going to work anyway. But that was not the idea. But okay. Maybe it's going to work anyway. No, that's not the whole idea of this, but okay, now let's just see here. I'm not sure if this is the one. Hopefully it is. Okay. So that worked pretty good. Now I'll just fix it up here. And on these connectors here, which probably need some new ones, but anyway, let's see. As long as it still making noise, so that didn't work. Okay. I just want to see if we can get this a little backward. Yeah, maybe that's, yeah, okay. Yeah, the whole idea was of course to get it. Come on. Okay. It's going to be very hard to apparently to get up apparently because it's kind of no idea what's to. Okay. Okay. So I got all the that's terrible. That was not the way we wanted to do it. Oh well. See if we can get around here. Let's see if we can get them all out here. There we go. Okay. And don't jump over, okay? There we go. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. I think we got it. I don't know, that probably won't work, but let's try it at least. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'll try. Woo! Well, problem here, Houston. Yeah, the glue wasn't. We need some more. We need some new glue things. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably not going to work. It's just too bumpy, pretty much. But anyway, let's just put some more glue on, some fresh glue points here. And let's try that and see here. Would be nice with a good knife to actually to pull them off. Break. There we go. Two new fresh things here. Let's just stick it on top of the other two here and put it on here. And let's have a go. Nah, it's probably not going to work. Nah, still making noise. Oops, 2 seconds. Okay, well, it's making some noise, so it is, you know, doing something, right? But it's, yeah, it's very noisy. And this little fan is, I don't see any reason to keep that either. So, so if we could get this little fan to work, that'd be interesting. Although I'm not sure in regards to putting it up on the, yeah, well, I don't know how that's going to go. If we can just make some kind of, but maybe that's the problem in regards of, like, let's turn this way, right? So you have the wire going this direction and up here, and then we could have some kind of fastening, I don't know. I'll have some kind of this work, but I don't know if that would be, oh, it seems to be able to do it. Okay, let's just try, and I can always go wrong, but anyway, that's not really expensive, is it? So let's try that. No, that's too much rare, apparently. Yeah, that's too much. Maybe this is the thing that will make it make noise. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Uh-oh, in the coffee. Oh, I need. Okay, that's apparently not that much. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it just seems like yeah, it's 2 hammers each. Let's try that. Maybe we have a lighter or something like that. Yep, I have a lighter. Let's see if we can. I don't know how that's going to. Or maybe we should turn that off. Let's just. That's pretty nice. Now the problem is I'm way too. It's just way too. Clearly it needs to get a lot lower on this level here. There we go. Try that. See if that's going to be any better. Put it in here and put it up here. And it's better, but still it's not good. Nope. It needs to be much more. Oh no, that's actually okay. I need to have it. Okay. A little over here. Something of that nature. I don't know, but anyway. Okay, something of that nature. I see it. Okay. That looks pretty good. It's just a little. Nah, maybe that was too much. Okay, let's take this off. Maybe this is a bad idea in regards of maybe it's just not going to work. Maybe I'm just not clever enough for this. That could be very much well be. Now, maybe I need to turn it around here. Well, it doesn't seem to be as just no, that doesn't seem to work. Must be another way to do this. Okay, let's see here. Well, I guess I could glue it to the screen or something like that. I don't know. That seems pretty good in regards of sticking there, I guess, onto those. I think it will end up falling. So let's just, well, if it's connected, that's not connected. Oh, wait. I could Oh yeah, I could. I could take some electricity tape. Oh yeah, yeah. Not sure how that's going to work, but let's try it out. You can take the electricity tape and put it from the screen here. Okay. Just to give it some friction. And let's continue here. Okay, and then we're going up on it. And we'll just let's put it up here, strap it. Get it some strapping here. Oh, come on, what is it's hitting something? Okay. And there we go. And let's pull it down here. Put this way. And this. There we go. I don't know about that, but hey, let's try it out. Oh my, it just doesn't look so good. But anyway, okay, so we have here, we have the things here, we have, okay, let's just give it full speed, I guess. So this one should be the other one. Okay, so let's take this away here. We'll just fix those. Like this, just get them away from each other. And I'll get this one down here. I should have a screwdriver. I'll fix a screwdriver. See if we can log it in. Oh, interesting. Well, the mobile hasn't overcooked at least. That's nice. Oh, far so good. Okay, so we have this one. Okay. See if we can. It's not really a thick wire, so. See if we can get it in there. Okay. Okay, here goes. Well, maybe something's devastating. It's yeah. It looks amazing or something. Look at that little thing there, huh? It's good. Let's see if it drops. Probably could be dropping. Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay, so okay, where is the other plug for the? See here. Where's the plug? Oh, you have the wire here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So let's see. Get it on. Okay. Ready. Fire. Oh no, this is going to be. Woo! Oh, it actually works. How long do you think it works before it fails? It's well, it should have had more of an angle, but okay. How? It stays there. Okay, as long as the tape stays there, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess some, a little more tape maybe to further cling it through the screen might not be a bad thing. Interesting. Oh, I guess it doesn't. That's pretty good. I don't know. I don't feel the same. Is it overblowing me or something like that, or is it? Hopefully, it's not blowing the wrong way. No. Or maybe it's just me. Let's try to turn it off. Nah, it's giving me, yeah. It's like up here. Okay. Well, Maybe I can push the screen a little forward. No, oh, I know it. I don't know. And you can of course fix these two, and then you should turn it down. And that must be what these four are for. You know, you put them together, it turns down, so you can fix it with a damn, better than nothing. I guess, I don't know. I don't know if it's as powerful as the other one. Of course, it's less. Well, it's still noisy, you know. Let's see if we can. What's the other one here? We'll have connection. There we go. Oh. That's the problem with fans, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, double amount of fan. Woo! That's good. You know, a little noise, just not too much. Oh yeah. Or maybe the electricity tape would have helped on this as well if you connected it further to the and made some strength push down. That would be the same as some weight. So maybe that also could work actually. But it's still, you know, it's out of. And I've glued it together, so it's kind of not easy to detach and sort out. I guess it is what it is. That's good. And then a hot cup of coffee. Yeah, well, there we go. Yeah. So now we have the fans blowing. I wonder if I like blow the fans against each other. Seem to negate it a little. Yeah, well anyway. That's pretty good with the Lego classes. You can put them, you know, you can put them on top of each other or set them, you know, it's really, that's pretty nice. And of course 12 volts shouldn't be a problem for the Lego, you know. That's a way to do things. Oh, what? Why is it actually? Oh, that's interesting. As far as I know, when I did it on this, yeah, no. Okay, apparently there's some kind of weird things with these, you know. There's apparently a difference in regards, because usually you can just like put them so they don't work and put them on a Lego class thing, you know, but apparently that's not the case when you put them on top of each other. Apparently. Let's just put this behind or something like that. For now. I don't really know about this. It doesn't seem to be as good as I had hoped. And I'm not entirely sure why. Is it blowing the wrong direction, or what is it, you know? Why do we have like do we have like a something of this nature? Does it blow it in or out? Yeah, okay, it does blow out, that's for sure. Wow, that's a good amount of air that it's blowing out, you know. You can Really feel that's blowing out. So if I take it from the other side, yep, there we go. It swallows the paper from the other side. Yeah, okay. A little damage to the paper. Fan is fine, it seems, so that's good. But yeah. Oh, whatever nonsense. What am I doing? Doing utterly nonsense. Anyway, I can throw this thing out more. Trash. More trash. And further trash and trash. And trash. It's incredible that I don't really feel it that much, even if it clearly does something. Getting further away from and I can feel it up here, and I feel it down here, but when it gets over to me, it's not really that much. Well, anyway. So this fan I can throw out as well. I don't think there will be anything interesting in this. Of course, it's made so you can't just pull it apart. Because we, the users, should be able to pull things apart without breaking it, right? There's some chip thing and all that, and expected. Let's get some light. Some yellow light, cozy light, although it's not totally. I guess all the LED are destroying our eyes. Unnatural. It's this disgusting, filthy world are just out to ruin everything, it seems. So, there we go. A fanless fan or whatever. So, okay, it's only this thing that can. Why is it not being able to go around? Oh, well, there we go. Okay. Like, what's the screw? That's typical. Well, there we go. We got it. It's like, why is it like it's glued or something like that to the? So here we have the. I guess that's some magnets or something like that. Are these magnets? Have some metal. Oh, that's probably not going to be any metal though. Look at this one. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Waste of time, I guess. A little more to the dumpster and fine. I guess a fan doesn't cost that much either, in regards of if you want to be cooled down. I got a pretty cheap fan in the past for the seating that I fixed. That was a wonderful fan. Really quality and really did and I got it very cheap, Can't remember who made it, but that was a wonderful worked for a long time. That was a wonderful fan. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, there's other ways of, I guess, cooling down. There's some smaller machines for doing that these days. I've seen where they put some water in something and then they on Facebook and I can't write because I'm in Facebook jail all the time. Well, the other guy I found, he also talked about being in jail all the time. Let's see here. I was looking into in regards if one could actually have some kind of, cable that actually told you how much you're charging. Because again, apparently there's different. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad, and blah 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 blah. Right? Yeah. Okay. Transparent shell pleasing to the eye. This one has a transparent round frame plus mirror design, high texture and beautiful. Problem is, it can do apparently 100 watt according to it, but apparently it's just too impossible to send it to Denmark. That's the typical bullshit with Amazon as well. When the Satanists began to do all the wicked things of IP port, quick charge cable. Oh, that's not okay. Let's see. I'll probably find another place where they can still send it to Denmark, like Italy or something like that, because that just makes so much more sense to have it sent from Italy than from Germany, right? Yeah, just the naughty things of this world, right? Anyway, why am I even trying all these things? It doesn't matter, does it? Apparently that doesn't seem to be. It looks pretty good, but it's not 100 watts. So anyway, let's see. Amazon.co.uk. Oh yeah, I need to have sent my other mobile to repair. I need to have my glass out on my feet as well. That's terrible. Anyway, it's on the UK Amazon. Interestingly enough, 100 watt. Let's see if they're going to tell me that I can't order it because I live in Denmark. I have one of these retractable things where there's no cover in it and all that. Okay. Kind of interesting how. You have the Cafali multi-charger cable. That's okay. That's the wrong version, I guess. Oh, cheap for UK 3-in-1 charging cable multi-charger. Well, that's for UK. Anyway, okay. Oh, it can't be delivered to Denmark. This item cannot be delivered to Denmark. Okay. Maybe it's my specific Amazon that they actually have targeted for this bullshit. That could actually be. They know I'm against the devil, and then you get all these naughty things. Anyway, it's in the US, of course, and I guess I can just order it from the US maybe. Wanna see if we can order it from the US, because that makes even more sense, right? We can actually order this from the US, it seems. You can't order it from Germany or England, but you can order it from the US. Yeah, okay. Makes total sense, makes total sense. No worries, makes total sense, because in the past it just worked wherever you wanted to, right? But then all of a sudden they began with all the nonsense. But anyway, okay, we'll just close that down. We can order from the US if it's something I want to look into. And we have another cable, 100 watt cable here, where you have pretty much all the specifications that I want, although you don't roll this up, And I actually kind of like those roll-up things, But it's actually pretty nice. You have the thing where, open up there. Yeah, I want to try that one. Let's add that to the basket. have 100 watt, blah 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 blah, but we don't have, well, we have one direction. That's not going to go. No, well, just close that. That doesn't fulfill the. This one doesn't fulfill the. It's interesting that you can actually see, it seems, how much watts it's actually given. Although I'm not sure how good it actually works. Oh, they actually had quick time fall. Wow, I don't know what that. Anyway, let's see here. See if we can find it on YouTube maybe and see what it actually is. I'm gonna say the fan on the screen here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it needs to. It doesn't really feel like, even if it turns down. Nope, doesn't really feel. I'm not sure how much I'm getting from this, you know, in regards to, I don't feel like a huge wind coming, like, I think I felt more of air with the other one, although I'm not entirely sure. Okay, interesting thing, I just want to see what it actually says. Does that actually show? Yeah, okay. It seems like these USB cables actually does show how many watts that actually is going through them, which would be nice to just have oh, there's some gas going out, but yeah, but I guess it, you know, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, here it actually shows. Yeah, it actually shows on the cable itself. It's actually pretty nice that they actually have on the cable like LED display showing how much. Simulate a 100 watt wall charge. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, wow, it is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I must say that's pretty nice. You're gonna, you know, directly on the cable thing, you can actually see how much it's drawing. And it's actually watts, you know. So now it's running 20 volts and nearly 5 amps. Okay, it says it has a, you know, maximum of 99 watts and not 100 watts. Although it's, you know, they sell it as a 100 watt display, so I don't know what that's. Okay. That's surely an interesting cable for sure. You know, that you can actually see how much are you actually drawing from the cable. That's a good idea, you know. That's so cool how it has the LED display built right into it. For me, I can't see the use other than the novelty of it, but I have to admit the novelty is pretty alluring. Okay, I can find a way. Actually, a lot of time. I'll keep. That was okay. Okay, so if you actually bought one of these cables where you can actually see how many watts it's actually taking or this and that, you would need to fix, you know, all the different kinds of different plugs to, you know, fix it together into, you know, a multi-tool cable, whatever, like this one. So where you have a USB-A and USB-C, and then on the other end you have the USB micro. Of course, I guess Ukraine seemed to be having some pretty good micro USBs. This is actually, you know, this is one of those that clicks, you know, when you put it in here, when you put it in, it clicks, it sticks, you know, it doesn't, you know, it clicks. But if you have the other cable I have of these, let's see if we can find it. If I can even find it, I don't know where I put it. There's some gas flowing out. Pretty gassy, I guess. Whatever. Here we have the other cable. Again, the colors, you know, there's two different colors of these cables that I have of these, which are my favorite as for now. These are the main cables that I use. They're 120 centimeters. They have all the extra thing, this and that. But again, I found out the micro USB is terrible on these cables, but yeah, I found the cable here. I just need to, it's connected to this one. Okay, so this one is and as you can maybe see, these are different colors, but it's, you know, besides the other kind of, maybe the other side here, right? This one is green, you know, see if we can get this also in the, no, okay. Yeah, come on. Well, maybe the light won't. But it's really, you know, it's kind of blue or whatever, and this one is green. It's like, so that, you know, they could have picked a color that actually could have been seen. I think it's kind of blue or whatever, I don't know. But this is green, and the idea is that you could see the difference of it, and it's just too dark, you know. Now only, yeah, of course you can see difference because this one is the other cable that I put on. But anyway, let's see if this is the micro USB. Oh, actually it's not bad, this one at least. But the other one I had was just terrible and clearly needed replacement. Now it's not as good as this one, I'm sure. Well, let's see. No, this is the best for sure. And this is less good, but it's still good. It's not bad. So maybe I just had but it's not as good as the other one. But it's still, you know, and the same thing with the cables here. You know, you put it in here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, it's not bad. Okay, let's try this one. Oh yeah, this one is still better. But yeah, okay, it's not bad. It's not. Maybe there was something wrong with the it's still looser than, you know, this one. This one is, yeah, you have a little more strength in this, it seems, you know. I think it's not much, but it's still there, you know. Let's try this one. Yeah, this is much more loose. So this is you look at this, and then just take this one and you put it in, and you have much more grip in it. It's not that much, but you know, it's still more than the other one. So anyway, so if you wanted to like make one of these other cables where you actually can see the watts, you would need to figure out what and connect, you know, fix these so you have the USB-A as well connected to it, so you can easily put it on and off. And of course these are perfect when you can just do it like this. They're absolutely perfect. It's just annoying with all these plugs and this and that, and you want a cable that can do everything, so you don't need to look for a cable that can specifically do something. You want a cable that can do everything, right? Instead of all this nonsense. And you want it to have the right length and all that. Of course these 100 watts things, you know, are interesting for sure. Instead of having a cable like this laying around and this and that and needing to, you know, do this, right, or something of that nature. It's not a biggie, but you know, it's clearly faster just to, you know, do like boop yee, or so boop yee. You know, it's like yeah. It's just so much easier to like do whoa and like woo. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, woo. you know, it's pretty quick. Instead of sitting with these cable things, and then you can also do different sizes, right? You know, you like, oh, I want this kind of cable, this kind of cable, a full cable, right? That's much better. And also, if someone begins to pull in the cable, you still have some, and it will click as well, so it will make a noise to warn anyone that it's being pulled. So you might actually also, yeah, who knows? I don't know. Maybe that could save something instead of, you know, you can't really pull this one. It just, you know, of course it will snap out of the plug and all that. That's, you know, to save the whatever. Anyway, who knows? But yeah, it's interesting. So, well, they don't, you know, they should have everything together, and I don't think there's anything that just have everything together in one package, you know. Would have been nice, just so you didn't need to, you know, oh, this have this and that has that and whatever, you know. So, this guy says, stop wasting time on women. So anyway, apparently also some of the Papermate ink jar, apparently they have for sale again from, although I remember the last time I bought these from this place, they were not good, you know. So I wonder if it's some of the same category. They have some blue ones instead of black ones. Maybe the blue ones are better, but I'm sadly afraid that they are not up to the task as the others. Incredible how they were just, these were the best of the best in regards of mobile things and all that. These guys, these was the best. You want them in red, but they never, I'm not sure if they actually ever produced a package of only red of these, but you can't get them anymore anyway, as I understand it. Although, apparently I found a place where they do have some. These were the best of the best for mobile thing, called Papermate. Although they break over time, they clearly have things where they are made to break as usual and all that, but they are still the best of the best. I did find another one that could actually exchange it, but they have a weak point at the middle. Of course it has to have a weak point at some point, but they were actually pretty good as well. I'm not sure what the name is actually, because I've fixed it too, but it's still working, and it's actually, you know, you can't fix it up and down and all that, but that's also not bad actually. To have like and actually just sad that it breaks on the middle, you know. They should really do something about that, strengthen the middle part, but I guess they probably designed that on purpose so people go out and buy new ones, because that's just how we live in a world where people need to buy things all the time, right? Instead of just buying something and having it for life, you need to buy something all the time, because we can't have anything that actually doesn't break, right? Because that's our society, and then they want to blame us for all the trash, right? While it's the companies that design things purposely to be destroyed. Anyway, why is that? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Is it stop? Huh? I don't know what is. Doesn't sound good. Something inside of it is running around. I don't know what it is, but I wonder what it is. I think it still works as far as I know. That's not so good. Oh, maybe I can open it up here. Where's my light? There we go. Let's see if we can open it up. Apparently it's... Well, you can open up the top here. You can't open up the... Oh, there we go. Some kind of plastic, fantastic, apparently has broken inside of it. So I guess it's... At least now the problem has stopped. I guess it has... I guess it's something in regards of... Yeah, it's one of the gripping arms that apparently has broken off. So apparently it just opened itself up here. But yeah, plastic, fantastic. Again, why make anything to work? I could get it a little glue here and just close it up, I guess. Now, glue is a very nice thing in these days, where they make everything to break. Anyway, this is a mobile battery charger as well, which also works. It's a if you can't get the other one for the LGV20, you can get a universal battery charger, input 5 volts to 1 to 2 amps, output 4.35 voltage, and 0.9 to 1.7 amps. So like, this is a universal charger for batteries, for mobile batteries. And I guess in our days they will be harder and harder to get, I guess, but who knows. But they're still around, and you just put micro SD thing and put the... It's not perfect in any way, but the idea is that you take the battery, put it up here and fix it like this, and there you go. It's not always, sometimes you need to, fix it a little around to make it actually green light and all that. There's no power, of course, to it at the moment, but then you just let it, then you can just charge your battery. I used it for the other phone that also where you could change battery, but they didn't have a charger thing for the, just nonsense. Anyway, so but in any case, these cables, which can come from USAMS or something like that, USAMS or whatever. These are, as far as I know, the best cables at least 66 watts. They don't do 100 watts, but in regards of having all the things at 120 centimeters and all that, as far as it goes for now, at least, I'm getting into these things here, which probably would be much more interesting because you don't have all the cable laying around. You can just, this is so, wow, that's like great, like, woo, like, that's like so easy, woo, oh, there we go, like, woo, whoa, like, woo, whoa, welcome to the Mad Show. Anyway, it's like pretty incredible, and you can just, oh, I want this, and have this length and all that. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's this is USB-A, so you want to have it USB-C. But they do have some, and they do also have some of these 100 watts things here. And this is one of them from the US, but they don't sell it to Denmark apparently. Decide if you get it from the USA, because that makes total sense to just order it from the USA, right? But it says to have 100 watts. Okay, I wanted to like this, but I had a few minor issues. Caution: pay attention to all the types of plug connections. I looked closely at the 3 charging connection and figure out which ones applies to my devices. It looked like it would be perfect to charge my Kindle, my older iPhone, and my newer iPad simultaneously. I forgot to check the other end though. I assumed it would be a USB, but it is actually a USB-C. Okay, you can't give that a negative thing for that. Although it's interesting because it actually says 10 watts, 10 watts, and 27 watts. That's not 100 watts, so I'm not sure. That's a weird thing, he's showing the 3 cables. Now he can't be unsatisfied with the with the thing in regards of being a USB-C, because it's sold as a USB-C. But I don't know in regards to the 100 watts, because apparently the cable seems to say 10. It says 100 watts on that end, but of course that's on. So again, the question is, why is it saying? It's saying 100 watts, but if it's saying, what about the other end? Why are they always bullshitting? How are you going to say it's a 100 watt cable if you can't do 100 watt on the other end? Type C fast charging cable for laptop, 100 watts. It says 100 watts. Fast speed, tangle free, shrinkable. So input adapter 0 to 66 watts. Why would the input adapter only be 0 to 66 watts if it can do 100 watts? Output 100 watt max. So again, the input the adapter is 66 watts, but you have the output to be max 100 watts. You gotta be kidding me. You can't even get things straight. It's just tedious, isn't it? That you actually need to test things out to figure out things. But they say it's 100 watts at least for. Maybe I can see the US thing here and have some more details on it, but terrible. I don't know in regards to these other kinds of, I tried many different kinds for the mobile, and this is not bad for sure. If you can't get the other one, at least that, I can't remember who made it and where it paid for. What are they called? Can't even. ARTH something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I can feel the wind at the moment from it, so that's nice. Okay, so let's see, 100 watt. 100 watt. Super fast charge. The retractable charging cable has been upgraded for laptops, solving the problem of incompatibility with laptop super fast charging and providing a better experience for travel, office and entertainment. IP port and micro USB port only supports 10. So IP port, I guess, must be the iPhone. Okay. Only support 10 watt fast charging. Note. Only the Type C supports 480 megabyte per second data transfer. That will go in right. So you have in regards to also issues in regards to transfer speed as well. So not only in regards of charging speed, but in regards of, and also in regards of how you, but 120 centimeters are the correct size. Yeah, then again 100 watts. It takes a couple of hours to charge my iPhone when using the 96 watt power adapter. It only takes less than an hour if I use the original cable. Super frustrated. That doesn't sound good. All these different factors. The USB-C part of the cable also supports 100 watt charging. Not all cables support such a high power, so I can also charge my MacBook Pro. After some research, I found the difference between the 100 watts, the 66 watts, and the 27 watts retractable charging cable is the size of the wire used. The thicker wires in the 100 watts versions allow for a higher current, preventing overheating and premature wire failure. Actually, isn't it interesting? Because of the voltage wouldn't actually be, usually you go down in size. It's more like the amp, so I don't see that. Anyway, the USB-C cable should safely support a 5 amp 100 watts at 20 volt charging, but note the voltage is 20 volt and must say that on the charger to get the 100 watts output. This cable only carries the charge, it does not provide it, so the tech specifications are for how robust the cable is engineered. Yeah, okay. So some people are satisfied with it, but it should be able to do 100 watts clearly, according to it. So that's nice to at least know. I don't know if it was an older version of it or whatnot. And I want to have a picture of the different colors of the paper made Inkjoy. I don't know how they still have some of them. Maybe they found some laying around or something like that. Maybe they began to make them again. I don't know. But as I recall, they actually, yeah, there was a box, wasn't there, in regards to pink? I think there was. I guess they stopped. Maybe they began to sell them again. I don't know. I had a hard time finding them. It's very, very annoying because the red ones are just the best, or pink, the pink was the best, I still have, I think, one or two, I can't remember if 2-in-1 stylus. Let's see if we can find the pink here on the Amazon. Or maybe I can find it on eBay, who knows? Maybe they do have some. I think that was some kind of collection of pink. No, we see the Inkjoy, Papermate, yeah. Oh, no. You find them black and blue. I'm not sure I actually have tried the blue ones, but the red ones was absolutely the best, Anyway, let's try to on eBay, Again, it's just an annoying nonsense game. You know what you want, but you can't get it, and then you have to find, you use time to find out something, then you find the one, and then they just stop, Oh, I might have something here. They're not cheap. Oh, interesting. Not like 2-in-1, and one of them is pink, Although I know some of them that is made are bad, And it's terrible. As far as I recall, they had like this box of red pins of. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Here we have medium point pins, pink, purple, red, orange, green. No, that's not the. I don't have the blue here. I don't know. I need to order some of those points for mobiles, and you can actually fix a lot of them. The point here, like for example, this is one of the red ones. No, it's not. But you usually use this tip for the mobile. I think the tip went off. Here it is. So you can put the tip on, right? But actually, you can buy some of the more modern tips, and you buy them in small version, and it will, you can pull them up over this, and then they will you have a working thing again for the mobile. It's very nice, so you can use them. But they break here and there, and then you need to use some time to fix things and all that, as usual. But you can fix a lot of them with just some of these small things. I tried different things as well on that point. And I found out that the small ones was the very best. I thought they might be too small, but they're actually perfect for it, because they don't jump so easily off when you put them on, and it gets you more, what do you call it, gets you more, control or precision, that's the right word. Anyway, it doesn't seem like you can. Okay. But I did find a place where you can get a package where one of them is the one that and they're from the United States, so let's see here. Let's see what we have. Yeah, well, we have one blue and one pink. He has 8 available. Okay, well, let's just get all 8. Let's just take all 8 and I'll just sign in. I don't know. Don't I have an account sign in to check out? Let's just, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, I think I'll just order those 8 packages. Then I will have 8 of those kind of things, so I don't have to think about that anymore. It's not easy to find them. Kind of expensive, I guess. But they are the best, that I've found at least. These guys are not bad either. I don't know if you can get them still. I guess you probably can. Oh, that's change currency. Oh, I don't think it's. Oh well. I'll just be right back. Oh. Yeah, well, just need to check the card information. Ah, that seems to be right. A quantity 8. Yeah, let's just take them all. Order, total, blah 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 blah. You should get it by. Okay, it didn't need to have anything agreeable in regards of. Okay. Thanks for shopping with us. Okay, apparently eBay still don't. Apparently eBay just go through the. I don't know. I'll see. We'll see if it gets to. Just wonderful, just annoying that they just stopped production of it, and had a really hard time finding them, and apparently they had 8, so let's just get those 8 and yeah. Brand new, yeah, great. Let's hope they're any good. I know the blue one is not that, but the pink one is just amazing, That's just amazing. So I really liked using those to everything else and all that, and so anyway, we can close all these things, I guess. Thanks for shopping with us, blah 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 blah. When your order is done processing, we'll email info to. Well, okay, I should really change the email, I guess. Maybe I can change the email in item store by seller, items by store, item. Nope. Ship to, help and contact daily. Uh-oh. Well, I guess they I guess it went through, apparently. Help and contact. Watch it, my eBay. So apparently it seems to have gone through. Order total, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Watch list, my eBay messages, summary recently. Well, whatever. It seems like so it's gone through. So let's see all the details. Sold by Epic. Yeah, whatever. And then I just need to order some of these small. What was the address again? Yeah, that's true. Okay. Amazon. I don't know why I ordered the small one. Probably from the UK. Well, I have a lot of these pencils that is broken in regards to the top. I had a good amount of extra tops and all that for the mobile, but you know they tend to break, and you know, as typical as this world is, of course, everything needs to break, you know, so you need to waste a lot of time, as it is. And let's see if we can find 2020. Nope. Oh, that's my cab. I bought it in 3 years ago. I bought this one. This is 3 years old, apparently. Interesting. Still working, you know, still going strong. Although it has seen its better days, I guess, but it's still going strong, you know. 3 years. It's from Vison Unisex Sun Visor Cab. Well, 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago, I guess, isn't it? No, wait. 2001, 2002, oh, maybe 2 years. Over 2 years. Okay, sorry, my bad. Over 2 years ago. Some battery. That's 14.8 volts. I wonder if I could actually use that for something as well. 14.8. Oh, that's the lithium battery. Yeah, okay. See all 7 items. I'm still looking for specific. Oh, some different cables of that and this and that and all that. Where are my? Now, when did I order these and where did I? That's okay. We have the Zebra telescopic stylus ball pen. I have one of those. So, oh, here we go. Ball pen Stabilo smart ball and all that. That's one of those. Oh, here we go. Bargain's new fiber tips. There we go. That's fiber tips. That's what I ordered last time, and there we go. Found them. So let's see here. We have apparently the Stabilo smart ball doesn't seem to be available. I guess they might have stopped production. It was a pretty good, you know, it was pretty good. It's still working, you know, after a long time ago, but it had a weak point. It wasn't many different colors and all that, but I guess they stopped production or something like that. I don't know why it wouldn't be around any longer, or maybe it is. Maybe it's just another seller or something like that might sell it. Nope. That's sad. That's bad. You know, that's just sad that they stopped producing it. I guess maybe they didn't sell enough or something like that. You know, it seems like it got pretty good ratings. And it's not a bad, you know, if you need something for the mobile and all that, you know, and you can see it's not broken up here on the top. And it's pretty good for the mobile, and usually these up here tend to break, but not on these. So that was pretty awesome. I'm not sure if you can get it here. You probably can get it somewhere, I think, you know. You just, as anything left-handed, refill, pen, whatever, you can, I guess, open it up here and get some places here. And it also helps you how to actually, you know, sit with the pen. I guess that would be nice for younger people. to just be able to have this triangle thing, how you fix your fingers to hold a pen. And it also helps you actually when you actually sit with it. It feels pretty nice when you sit with it with this extra thing and all that. So it's a pretty nice, it's not bad, I don't know if they stopped producing them, so, but they don't only produce one color. You have different colors out there, right? But the thing is still, the ink is still black. Stabilo Smart Ball 2.0 right-handed. Right-handed. Apparently, they probably have right-handed and left-handed. Apparently, you can also, is it problem? Yeah, you can also. Yeah, I guess it feels a little odd with the other hand, but yeah, whatever. Oh, we have maybe in Germany. Maybe they still have it in Germany. Anyway, yeah, here they sell them, but they're kind of expensive. How do they? Yeah, 100 kronos per pin. That's a lot of, I guess they call it dough. That's a lot of dough, That's a lot of dough. 100 kronos for a pin. Okay, I guess the other ones that I ordered 8. Well, they were still cheaper, the other one, and I can get them in red. So I guess it's not the most cheap pen. But you can still get it here and there, I guess. If you have the money for it, at least. Yeah, but yeah, it's one of the better ones for sure. It's one of the better ones for sure. So if you want to get a pen, it's Stabilo Smart Ball 2.0. It's I got one to try it out, and it's absolutely, if I couldn't get the others, these ones, I would get this one. So, and these are from Ink, whatever with the what I call Ink Joy Stylus. We're powering off. Maybe it's because we already lost